Nya was the young wife of Kofi, a well-respected hunter and warrior. Their marriage, though once filled with love, had become strained in recent years. The joyous laughter that once echoed through their home had turned into silence, replaced by heavy sighs and lingering gazes of suspicion. Rumors spread like wildfire. Some whispered that Kofi had taken another woman, while others believed a curse had fallen upon their household. One fateful evening, Kofi ventured into the forest, as he often did in search of game. He promised to return before the moon reached its highest point in the sky, but that night he never came back. When dawn broke, worry gripped Nia's heart like a vice. She gathered the elders, and a search party was sent into the depths of the thick forest. After 2 days, his motionless body was found near the river, his skin pale, breath seemingly gone. A deep wound was visible on his forehead, but there were no signs of animal attacks. The village healers examined him and declared him dead. The elders, following custom, ordered an immediate burial before sunset. Heartbroken but bound by duty, Nia followed tradition. She wailed as she prepared her husband's body, washing him with sacred herbs, dressing him in fine garments, and placing his spear beside him so he could protect himself in the afterlife. Her hands trembled as she tied the ceremonial beads around his wrist, a sign of farewell. The burial site was chosen near the great baobab tree, where the spirits of the ancestors were believed to watch over the departed. As the sun began its descent, the villagers gathered. The elder chanted sacred hymns, the drums beat in sorrowful rhythm, and Nia, with a heavy heart, placed the final handful of soil upon the grave. But what no one knew, what Nia could never have imagined, was that Kofi was not truly dead. Deep in the night, under the weight of the earth, Kofi's fingers twitched. His eyelids fluttered open, his mind trapped between dream and reality. The weight upon his chest was unbearable, the air suffocating. Panic surged through his body as he realized the horrifying truth. He had been buried alive. He tried to scream, but the dirt muffled his voice. His heart pounded against his ribs as he struggled to move. Every breath he took was laced with dust, and he could feel the walls of his grave closing in. But Kofi was a warrior, trained to fight against all odds. He would not die this way. With every ounce of strength left in him, he clawed through the soil. His fingers bled as he fought against the earth that sought to claim him. Minutes felt like hours, and just as his lungs threatened to collapse, his hand broke through the surface. With one final push, he emerged, gasping for air, his body covered in dirt and sweat. The night was eerily silent, the village asleep. Staggering forward, Kofi felt weak, disoriented, his memories foggy. He needed to get home. He needed answers. When Nia saw him, she screamed, believing she had witnessed the return of a ghost. The villagers, too, fled in terror, their voices rising in prayers and curses. "The dead walk among us," they cried. But Kofi was no ghost. He was alive, though barely. He reached for Nia, his voice hoarse. "It is me. I am alive." The village elders hesitated. Could this be real? Could a man truly rise from the grave? The priestess of the village stepped forward, her eyes filled with ancient wisdom. She examined Kofi carefully, checking his pulse, feeling the warmth of his skin. Then she turned to the people and spoke words that sent chills through them all. He was never dead. The village was thrown into chaos. If Kofi had not truly died, then who had orchestrated his burial? Who had poisoned him with a sleep so deep it had fooled even the healers? Nia's heart pounded. Had she been deceived into burying her husband alive? Or was there something even more sinister lurking beneath the surface? Determined to uncover the truth, Kofi set out on a journey to retrace his steps. He spoke to the elders, the healers, even the children who played near the riverbank. Each piece of the puzzle led him closer to a shocking revelation. Nia had been seen speaking to a stranger, a man cloaked in secrecy, just days before his death. The true enemy lurked in the shadows. It was not Nia who had betrayed Kofi, but someone even closer, his own brother, Jabari. Envious of Kofi's strength and the respect he commanded, Jabari had conspired to have him eliminated. Jabari had paid the stranger to poison Kofi, ensuring he would appear dead. But the poison had only mimicked death, leaving Kofi in a state of deep unconsciousness. And Nia, unknowingly, had carried out the burial. The village elders summoned Jabari, and under the weight of undeniable evidence, he confessed. His jealousy had driven him to do the unthinkable, and now he faced the wrath of both the spirits and the living. Justice in Zawadi was swift. Jabari was exiled, left to wander the wilderness, stripped of his name and place in the village. The spirits, it was believed, would decide his fate. Nia and Kofi, though shaken, found solace in the truth. Their bond, once cracked, now stood stronger than before. The village, too, learned a lesson, that suspicion and secrecy could tear even the strongest community apart. Kofi's return from the grave became legend, a story told for generations, a reminder that truth always finds its way to the surface, just as he had emerged from his own grave. Years later, sitting by the great baobab tree, Naya and Kofi watched their children play, knowing that love, trust, and resilience had prevailed over darkness.